My name is Jessica Watson, and this is Alexander Small.
Hello.
We are conveyancers in the Worcester residential team, and we're here to talk to you today about buying your first home.
The process for buying your first home is we would hear from you and from the estate agent saying that you're buying a particular property. We would write to you with some paperwork for you to complete and return, and generally we would hope that by the time you've returned that paperwork to us, we would have received from the seller and their solicitor a contract pack, which we would then be looking to review and order searches for. During that process there, we might be hoping to get perhaps a mortgage offer from you and your lender. Once that's all received, we'd be raising inquiries, looking at the documents and deeds for the title, and going to the seller's solicitor to ask questions. Once we were happy with all of those questions and documents, we'd be looking to make the transaction legally binding by doing what's called an exchange of contracts before doing a completion, which is the day which you pay for the property and you get the keys.
I think the important thing to note is, as part of the file opening process, there is a lot of compliance that has to be dealt with. As a first-time buyer, I think it's easy to forget that residential property is considered quite a high-risk area. So there is a lot of compliance that you do have to deal with, and that is evidence of your identification and evidence of source of funds. So if you are receiving a gift or you've got a third party contributing towards the purchase price, you must make your lender aware, and you must make us aware so that we can deal with the additional compliance.
Apart from gifts from third parties such as mum and dad, grandma and granddad, you might be funding your purchase through other methods such as Help to Buy ISAs, Lifetime ISAs, or the Help to Buy scheme. So again, with the ISAs, you need to bear in mind that you're going to have to access that money, and us as your conveyancers are going to have to make applications to your Lifetime ISA provider or the Help to Buy scheme to get that bonus money. So you need to make sure you're giving us this information up front so that we have time to be drawing it down for you. And
Definitely. The one thing to remember with Help to Buy and Lifetime ISAs, you cannot use them at the same time. So one popular thing that we've had people doing is they've used the Help to Buy ISA with the purchase of the property, and they've saved their Lifetime ISA for later on in the future when they come to retire, and it's built up a bit more of a pot.
And of course there's the Equity Mortgage Help to Buy scheme.
Yes, with new builds, if you're purchasing a new build, there is the Help to Buy equity scheme whereby they will contribute 20% of the purchase price of your property. But you must remember in the future, if you use that scheme, as the value of the property increases, so is your 20% that you're going to have to pay back. So it's just worth bearing that in mind. One of the main things that we will also be doing is making sure that in the future you can sell the property. Purchasing a property is one of the most expensive purchases you are going to make, so you want someone who you can trust, someone who knows the process, understands the situation that you are in, and can guide you through it from start to finish. Harrison Clark Rickaby's have the experience and the knowledge to help first-time buyers or a buyer of any position.
And of course, when it comes to choosing a conveyancer or solicitor, you've got the online conveyancer who may well be your cheapest option, but you're not going to get sort of a one-to-one. It might be that you never speak to that conveyancer, or if you do, it's a one-time conversation and you're dealing with different people. Whereas with a firm like Harrison Clark Rickaby's, your point of contact at the Worcester office at least would be me or Jess.
You would have our contact numbers, our email addresses, mobile phone, as well as direct line.
When it comes to first-time buyers and the various schemes available, we've had it all really, haven't we?
Yeah. There probably isn't much that's going to be new to us, so we are here to guide you through the process from start to finish, and you can ask us any questions that you may have, whether you feel that they are silly or not. We can assure you that it's not a silly question when you are purchasing a several £100,000 property, and we're here to help you with that.
Absolutely. As Jess already said, it's the most expensive thing you're going to buy, probably, and even if it's not, we're talking a minimum of probably a six-figure amount of money. So,
and you want to make sure that your investment is protected, and in the future you can sell your property with ease.
Yeah. We hope that this information has been interesting and helpful, and please do feel free to contact us for a fixed fee quote.